What is going on, guys? I'm Beat. You guys are watching some FAL gameplay on the map Standoff. I don't know about you guys, but Standoff is one of my favorite maps. Now, if you guys haven't heard already, there's already been announced a DLC for Black Ops 2. So, honestly, what I'm really hoping for in this DLC is I'm really just hoping that they actually bring a map kind of like Standoff and kind of like Hijack, because those are the most, I guess you could say, action-packed maps in Black Ops 2, not counting Nuketown, that is itself a DLC. So, in my opinion, Standoff just has everything. It has a bit of long range. It has a ton of short range. It's good for objective game modes, and it's good for just kill game modes like TDM, kill confirmed, and other things like that. Um, those maps are very, I guess you could say, like really. I don't want to say diverse because that'd just be weird. Like they can be used for many different game modes, many different like you could use a variety of different guns. Like a lot of people choose to use SMGs in smaller maps because of the close corner games and close corner gun matchups. And in my opinion, I really like to use the FAL, for example. Here, the FAL is really strong. It's really powerful. Now, another thing I really wanted to talk about was zombies. Zombies is coming back. It's gonna be way better. They're gonna have a new game mode. They're gonna have, I'm pretty sure, a new map as well. I'm not really sure. I didn't look into that part. But zombies is just really great, even as it is now. I mean, it's still getting pretty boring. It would be in like the next few months a really good time to drop a second DLC. Like in my opinion, in about two and a half months to drop a second DLC, and just keep coming with those new zombies game modes, because these zombie game modes are really gonna keep gamers interested and zombie players interested. Now, I don't know about you guys, but in Black Ops 1, I wasn't a big zombies fan. I mean, I still played it once in a while. I played it when I was bored, but it wasn't my favorite thing to do. And now Transit comes along. Me personally, I love Transit. It's one of my favorite things about Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 just has so many things. In Black Ops 2 Transit just has so many things going on at once. You don't have to be. You could be training around, I guess, the map. Like it's. I just love how in Transit, everything has its own separate little maps. Town is probably my favorite. The one downside to that is there is no ammo. Now, the new game mode that's coming to zombies, Turned. Uh, Obviously, if you guys didn't know, I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna work out, but you're gonna be a zombie. It's gonna be, in my opinion, how Infected was in Modern Warfare 3. But Modern Warfare 3 had a game mode called Infected. You either had throwing knives or you could go around stabbing people if you were infected. As it starts is there's one infected person and you have to throwing knife or knife your way to win. And it's kind of like a last stand kind of game mode. For those of you that don't know, Infected was whoever could survive the longest or whoever could get the most kills. If you were first infected, if your goal was to kill the rest of the team, and as soon as you killed one person from the other team, they immediately switched over to your team. And I think that's how this new game mode is going to work, because it just seems a bit more logical, although it is going to be a bit repetitive. But you know what, Call of Duty isn't nowadays, except for the Select 10 system, and it's just gonna, in my opinion, gonna be like Infected. I'm not trying to just kind of bring down the mood for this, not trying to like strike it down, like trying to like not get you guys interested in this, because Myself personally, I'm really interested. I'm really happy to see, or I really want to see what they're gonna do and what they're gonna bring to Black Ops 2 with this new DLC. Now, there are gonna be 4 maps coming to the online multiplayer. Um, I don't know the map names just because I'm actually not looking at it right now. Uh, these new uh, these new maps are actually, I've seen them. I just don't recall the names. Now, in my opinion, the map Hydra, that's one of the maps I know. I think is probably gonna be my favorite, just because it looks insane. It just, I don't know how to explain it. It just looks pretty fucking awesome. Now, again, I want to get back to zombies because, as I said already, I'm a big fan of zombies in Black Ops 2 just because it's super insane. Now, I wanted to just make a quick kind of tell you guys something about this gameplay. This gameplay, as you can tell, I'm using the FAL. I've already said before. Now, this isn't my normal class setup. This isn't my normal kill streak setup. I actually changed it a lot. Now, you guys that actually watch my previous videos and all my content actually know that this isn't my regular kill streak setup, my regular class setup. As I said before, things were gonna change on my channel. I'm not gonna be just sniping and keeping like the regular kill streaks I always did, trying to go for only snipers. Now, this FAL is quickly becoming one of my favorite guns in the game, and the reason I changed it to guns, as if you guys didn't know, there is gonna be a new gun DLC. They are gonna start adding guns to Black Ops 2. This was an idea suggested in Modern Warfare 3. There was supposedly there were rumors going around in MW3 saying that there was gonna be new DLC coming to Modern Warfare 3, a gun DLCs. My bad. There were gonna be new gun DLCs coming to Modern Warfare 3. Although those never came in Modern Warfare 3, the idea actually got around to Black Ops 2. Now, this is gonna be really interesting. I have the season pass. I have all this downloadable content already set. I have it all paid for, I guess you could say. That's what the season pass is, for those of you that didn't know. Now, when this new gun DLC comes out, you can bet I am going to be using that new SMG. Now, the DLC gun is going to be a SMG, for those that didn't know. So I kind of expected it, in my opinion, to be really underpowered. The reason I expect it to be really underpowered is because there is already enough overpowered SMGs. In my opinion, these SMGs rule the game, like I've said before, and the reason I think this SMG is going to be super underpowered, again, there are too many SMGs that are too good. The PDW, the MP7, and again the Scorpion Evo, they're all really great SMGs, really overpowered SMGs again. And these guns are really overpowered. And by overpowered, I mean they have a really high rate of fire, and most of them are really accurate. Excuse me. And that's without grip. If you use grip, there is no like, I guess, end to what you could do with these guns, with these SMGs. You could win really long range gunfights and still win a lot of battles. Now, a lot of these SMGs, like I said, are overpowered to the point where they actually beat assault rifles at long range. So this new SMG that is coming out, like I said, is gonna be really underpowered compared to the other SMGs though. That's not to say that it's gonna be super overpowered when it comes to assault rifles. It might beat out every other assault rifle. In my opinion, only the Scorpion at this point beats the FAL. Now, it would be interesting to see in future DLC an assault rifle being brought in. Honestly, as there's gonna be 4 different DLC drops this season for Call of Duty, I kind of expect there to be one gun for every category. Honestly, with sniper rifles being the exception, I highly doubt another sniper rifle being brought in. Maybe the Barrett that is in the single player. I'm not sure what the exact name, but there's a version of the Barrett 50 cal in single player. It would be interesting to see this gun brought to multiplayer because in single player this sniper rifle seems really strong and very powerful. If the Barrett in this game is as powerful as the Barrett was in Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, this might be a super powered XPR, because in my opinion the XPR is like an SVU, like with damage standards it's kind of like a combination of the SVU and the XPR, because it's kind of somewhere in between, because at the same time the XPR gets a ton of hit markers. I don't know if it's just me, the XPR gets a ton of hit markers for me, more than the ballista, almost 3 times as more hit markers than the ballista gets me. Every time I use the XPR I get a ton of hit markers, more or less the same as the SVU. I get, with the SVU, surprisingly, I get more one-shot kills than the XPR. Mainly because I usually go for headshots with the SVU. That is one thing. Now, one thing I do personally believe about the future DLC about for Black Ops 2 is I actually don't see a new sniper rifle coming to this game. Personally, because I don't think the developers or the creators of Treyarch would want to add another sniper rifle, because there are enough people that complain about the game having enough sniper rifles, or saying that Black Ops 2 has overpowered sniper rifles. People complain that sniping is too easy. In my opinion, sniping is not as easy as people that don't snipe think it is. There is so much that comes into play with Black Ops 2 sniping. You have to anticipate where players go, mainly because of the zoom in time and the time, if you're using a bolt action, the time it takes back to, I guess, bolt actually do the time it actually takes to do the bolt action on the sniper rifle. So in my opinion, I see an LMG, an SMG, an assault rifle, and a shotgun coming to Black Ops 2. Personally, I would hate to see a shotgun come to Black Ops 2. You guys could go ahead and hate. I am the biggest shotgun hater there is. I hate shotguns. I hate everything about them. In my opinion, they ruin the game. They ruin the game for me, because I don't see it fair for them to be able to one-shot. And in this game, they haven't patched it yet, not that I know of. I've actually been sniped with a shotgun before. You guys might go ahead and say, oh, you're exaggerating. No, I am not exaggerating at all, one bit. I have been sniped with a shotgun multiple times already, and it's very frustrating. It just gets to me every single time that I see a shotgun. This would honestly kind of break the game for me if I were to see a shotgun DLC come to this game. Depending on the strength of a shotgun, I honestly think if they were to bring a shotgun to the game, it would have multiple problems with it, just because there's so much that would come into play with these shotguns, just because the shotguns that are already in the game are so overpowered. Even some of the weakest shotguns in the game still beat out most of the guns. Now, if you guys really like this video and would like to see something else like this, an informational video or something else, please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and please don't forget to subscribe. Lates.